Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to another video on the channel here. Today I will be figuring out if overclocking your PC really boosts performance that much. So today I will be only overclocking my RAM because it's kind of the overclock that everyone really, I'd say, needs to do. Reason being because when you buy RAM, whatever speed you bought, it's probably not going to become that speed when you first put it into your motherboard and build your PC. I have 16 gigs of RAM and I paid for 3000 megahertz. Go to memory, you can see my speed is only at 2400 megahertz. So I want to overclock this to my full 3000. Reason being, I'm going to see how much FPS more I can get. So I capped my FPS at 120, but we'll just do it unlimited for the video, see how much FPS I can get. So my settings, what I use are everything on low, bar, anti-aliasing and view distance. I use epic and high. Reason being, so my game, I can see very far and my game looks pretty clean. Now I could turn these all the way down and get a lot more FPS, but I don't really want to do that for today's video because I want to use the settings that I actually get. So right now, standing here, I get 180 to 190 FPS, and looking up, I get 190 to 200, and yeah, about 190 to 200. But we're gonna overclock my RAM right now. So yeah, let's go see how much better performance I get from overclocking my RAM. Right guys, so to overclock your RAM, you will need to go to your BIOS. So how to get there is just hit restart, and then once your PC is loading up, spam F2. Okay, so after spamming F2 on your PC, you should get to a screen looking kind of confusing. Now, this is the Asus motherboard BIOS. You might have an MSI one or a Gigabyte one, but I have an Asus one. So I have an Asus B450MA model, I think. Pretty sure. So how to do this is you want to go to advanced mode, which is just F7, or just hit this. So I will hit this, and then it's gonna bring up all this. So you will gonna go to AI tweaker, and then you can see here, these are my speeds for my target CPU and my RAM. So just saying, if you don't have too much knowledge about this, please don't do it, and please don't mess up your PC and be like commenting down below, my PC doesn't work anymore, I'm on a black screen, you broke my PC, I'm suing you. No, I did not. This is your knowledge, what you paid for. If you remember paying for a 3200 megahertz speed and your PC is only saying 2133, then you can overclock to that speed. But your PC might start up in safe mode because you're going too fast, you're pushing too far, so you might have to dial it back a little bit. So mine says 2400, you can see right here. I will be going to mine to 3000. Now with Asus, you have to go to AI overclock tuner, right there, and you have to change auto to DOCP. Now I didn't even change anything there, and it's already gone to 3000. That might be detecting it, I'm not too sure, or if that's just how it works, if it just goes to 3000. But for other boards like MSI and all that, I think it's called, I'll put it up on screen, I don't know, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure this is how you overclock. So once you do that, you go to exit, save changes and reset. Here we go. Yeah, okay. And now your PC will start to restart again. Right lads, I've just opened up the PC again. We're going to go to task manager here. We're going to head over to performance, memory, and you can see the speed is now 3000 megahertz. So we did overclock successfully. I had no problems booting up or anything. Now if you are paying attention, you might notice, why is it an hour difference since you were last doing it? I went and I watched Top Gear. Okay, cool. Let's load up Fortnite. Alright, we've just loaded into creative here. We're gonna just start with the game right now. We're on my normal settings, epic, render distance, and high anti-aliasing. And if we look up, we have gained, I think, a solid 30 FPS. I think it was. Was it 180? I'm not too sure. I think it was 180 that we had, kind of 180, 190. We're now at 210. Let's go down to the lowest settings. We had 190 to 200 for this. We now have 230 to 245. So we gained about 30 to 40 FPS from what's from changing our RAM speeds. So that was definitely a big improvement. So I do recommend doing this if you know what you're doing. That's my first time ever overclocking, but I've watched a lot of videos before. I know what the issues can be. I know how I can damage my stuff from doing it. But I don't recommend overclocking your CPU unless you have a aftermarket bigger cooler. If you have the stock cooler with your CPU, I wouldn't recommend overclocking. And your graphics card, I'm not too sure about graphics card overclocks. But yeah, that was it for today's video. So the answer is yes, it definitely does affect your performance, or increase your performance by overclocking. So if this did help you out and you do want to see some more on the channel, do subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload, and I will see you all later.